Whatever the ups and downs of the global auto industry, some things never change. Loud music and flashing lights never seem to go out of fashion when it comes to launching new cars. But at this year's Detroit Auto Show, the lights are illuminating and the music blaring over a different kind of car launch.
It's almost like the wild, wild west out there. I mean, it's just, build something good and you're going to find a market. But there's been a lot of experimentation, a lot of different segments that we've never seen before, different product niches, and it's quite frankly a very exciting time, I think, to be a part of the automotive industry.
We're here at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, where the technology industry got off to a slightly downbeat start with a prediction from the Consumer Electronics Association that the market for technology spending this year was going to be down 1% on last year. That's partly down to a slowdown in smartphone sales as developed markets become more saturated and growth, especially in pricing in emerging markets, starts to slow. There are still many different kinds of devices being announced, not all of them entirely clear what their utility is. It's not clear what the consumer uptake for this kind of technology would be, but many people are trying it, and there's certainly the spirit of innovation is alive and well, even if growth is not quite what it was.
Joseph, is this an indication that Google is becoming a different kind of company?
Yes, I mean that's the big question really, well beyond the Internet of Things hype. Google is becoming a more capital intensive and lower margin business if it's going into selling thermostats and maintaining them and so on and so forth. It's really like the razor blades and razors model.
We always talk about the Davos consensus and whether it's right or not, and until the end of this conference, the big theme was the return to normality, or the semblance of normality, with growth coming back in Europe to a degree and certainly in the United States, and emerging markets relatively tranquil. And then suddenly out of nowhere, this Peso crisis in Argentina. The Argentina shoe was always going to drop. President Cristina Fernandez has been operating, shall we say, an unorthodox economic policy. The peso's been under pressure. And I think really the story this week was the central bank just gave up in an attempt to support the currency. And the question which everybody's asking is there a risk of contagion to other places around the world?